Hello to my beautiful viewers out there. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm so happy to be here today. It's been a few days without you, and yes, I'm back again. It's talk to be, baby. Gay, gay. Yes, it's talk to be time. Call your friends, call your family, call everyone around you to see talk to be with you. You're surely going to have fun at the same time. You're going to learn. You're going to learn, baby. You will learn. All right. On the show, as usual, we educate ourselves. We learn from other people's experiences. You know, we learn not to fall into same pits they fell into. And I hope you guys are taking notes. I hope you're watching. I hope you're not just watching, rather, I hope you're learning. My name is Dr. Abiola Adebayo Akinrinde. If you're here to subscribe to this channel, please do. What are you waiting for? What? You can also follow me on Facebook as Abiola Ayomide Adebayo. I have my guest in the building already, but before I introduce her, I'll go for a break. Please note that all views and opinions expressed on this show are solely that of my guest. It's not of me, neither is it of Talk to Be as a whole. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Talk to Be, share your experience.
Thank you for staying tuned. In case you're just watching, you're watching Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. Yes, I have my guest in the house. She has I don't want to say a pathetic story. She has come to pour out her mind, get solutions, and I'm sure that by the grace of God, she's going to get solution here before she leaves, by God's grace. And by the time you'll be watching, I know it will be a different story entirely, by God's grace. So join me as I welcome my guest. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm very well, thank you, ma'am.
Please, you have to speak up a bit so viewers will hear you clearly. Okay?
I'm very well, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So, because we're not revealing so much of your identity, I know people around you, people that knows you will know it's you. But just because of stigmatization, because of people that don't know you at all, and because of your children, so they won't get to know it's you when they meet you outside. So give us any name that you want to be identified with or that you want to be called.
My name is Homo.
Or more. All right. So let's go to your story. What do you do? Why are you here?
27 years old. I have 3 kids. And,
You have 3 kids.
Yeah, 3
Okay.
kids. And I bedwet.
You bedwet.
Yeah.
Even after the 3 kids.
Yeah, before and after. Yeah.
All right. Please go ahead.
So
It's okay.
okay, when I was 7, I was molested by my father's friend.
By your father's friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
My parents work on the island, then we stay on the mainland. So they go to work in the morning, come back at night. But this man is always at home with his wife. I think he's a bus driver or so then. So whenever I come back from school, I stay with them. And that was how it started. And the very first day he called me in as if he wanted to send me on an errand. Then he brought out, can I use, what
His
can
manhood.
Okay, brought out his manhood and asked me to massage. I wasn't close to my parents because there was no peace in our home. Like, they were always fighting. Nobody has my time. It was just as if I grew up on my own. So nobody was aware of what I was going through. It happened severally, and then it's not just him. Like different people. There are three brothers in my compound. All three brothers molested me. In that man's compound, there are other two brothers. The very first day he was going to call me in, I met him. He was watching pornography, and he
Pornography.
okay, sorry, pornography rather. So he asked me to practice whatever I watch with him. That I should not worry. He's going to give me money. So after everything, I think he gave me maybe 20 naira or 10 naira that year. I can't remember. So that was the way it went all through until I was 9. I think then I was 7. So when I was 9, my mom decided to go away from my dad. Like, the violence was too much and she couldn't continue. So it was very difficult for me. I was like, Mommy, you cannot leave me alone here. Oh." And I'm the only child of my mom, but my dad has other kids. So she was like, mi le mú ẹ lọ, tí bá mú ẹ lọ, bàbá ẹ ó máa ṣoògùn sí ẹ, ó máa kú mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ ni, ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ìwọ nìkan ni mo bí. You just manage here. I'll always come and check up on you. So she went, and because I don't like my dad at all. Like, the kind of hatred I have for him, it's too much. And it was just because of I would sit on the chair, watch the both of them eat each other. So it was, I don't really like it. Like, I don't like it at all. So it made me hate him then. So when my mom left, I was also looking for a means of living. And the only thing that came to my head then was suicide. I was just 9. So there was this day I went to, he took me to his friend's place, his other friend's place. And they were talking about catching a thief overnight. So the man said they gave the thief cement to drink. So he's not going to die immediately, but he's definitely going to die at the end of the day. So when they were saying it, I was like, thank God, it means I wanted to die before. Let me just try this means. And then the man sells cement right there. I took the cement, I hid it under my hijab because I wear hijab. My daddy forced us to wear hijab. So when I got home, I mixed the cement and I drank it. I just vomit. I was waiting for it to work. I was waiting for stomach pain to come and all that, but nothing happened. I was like, okay, I'll try again. So sometimes later, my dad came home with one jug. It's called Indosid. So we used that drug then as rat poison.
Yes.
So I decided to go with the drug. I took like maybe 3 or 4 capsules. That one really affected me. Like, I went to my dad was aware that my stomach was paining me, so he didn't know what happened. So I was rushed to the hospital. So it was at the hospital that they told him that I took poison. But before I took it, I told my friends, like, I went to beat them fair, like, me, I will die very soon, oh. So don't miss me, whatever, like that. So they told one of our neighbors, and I think it was that my neighbor that told my dad. So when after we came back from the hospital, he said, okay, so he beat me mercilessly that day. Like, he really, really beat me that day. So that was how I was like, this man, I just want to go away from this man. Like, I don't like him. I don't want to be around him. So I decided to run. Away. Then I went to one of my mommy's big auntie's place on the highland. So when the woman saw me, she was very, very sad. Because she was like, why will your mom leave you to your dad? Like, she has just you. So gbogbo bí tó bá ń lọ ó yẹ kó máa díẹ̀ dání ni. So that was, the woman called my mom, and my mom was like, o lè dúró pẹ̀lú mi sẹ́. She took me to my daddy's elder sister's place. That place was not good as well. The woman was very violent. But I preferred to stay with her than being with my dad because I think I still there was no peace there as well, oh, but I just don't want to be close to my dad. That was just the issue then. It was later that I now realized my dad first, yeah, then we were just two,
Okay.
me and my stepsister.
Okay.
So he forced us to use hijab. Like it's not religious. It does not pray. It does not go to mosque.
Okay.
It's not an alpha. Like Adibin is a very prayerful person. I'll say, okay, Esin. Sure you understand? Oh, King Kerun. Oh, King Bawe. But we tell his kids to use hijab. So it was later that I realized that the reason he wants us to use hijab is because he's trying to protect us. Because he's also a molester. He molests kids in that area. But I was not aware. It was not aware karma is real. He was molesting other kids and somebody is molesting his own kids and he wasn't aware. So when I got to my grandma's place, my auntie's place, I was there, I was working Miola school. Our children were going to school, but I was just at home. I would do the chores and all that. Then I was around 10, 11. I was in J1 that year. So then the festive period was coming. I think it was Eid el-Kabir that was coming up that year. So I was told my dad is coming to pick me. That is taking me to our hometown. My dad is coming. He will not meet me here. I went to my mommy's friend's place. She said, then I remembered my mom has an uncle that is a bus driver. He transports goods from Lagos to our place. So I went to meet the man. The man called my mom, and my mom asked him to bring me to a village. So it was just the clothes I was wearing. That's the only thing I had with me then. And I started staying there. When I got to our hometown, that's Kwara, when I got there, people started giving me clothes. Like, I will reduce it to my size so I can just wear. But my mom hated me so very much.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Why?
I asked her why, and she said, okay, she said, my dad made her eat me because it was as if I was the one that brought all the misfortune she had to go through to her.
It's okay.
She was doing very okay sometimes ago. Like, she traveled to Abuja to work and she was doing very okay. But I will not ask her for anything and she will give me. She will never give me anything. So I've been like that. Like, I'm always hustling for myself. I stayed. Okay, when I got to Ilorin, I was with her immediate sister. Oh my God. She can beat. Àwọn ni obìnrin tí mo rí tó nọmọ jù. Not a male. Obìnrin. She beat me one day because I bedwet. I think I slept very early that day. So even before 10, mo ti tọ̀. Àwọn ò tí sùn. Tó yẹ rí mi lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ wọn pé ó tọ́lé. Tó yẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ó ná mi láti 10 títí di bí 12. Mo wá self punishment láti 12 títí tílẹ̀ fi mọ́. Tó bá jí tọ̀ lóru tó rí pé okay, mo ti ṣán wọn pé wọ́n ti sùn, jẹ́ kí mi náà rọra lẹ́mẹ̀gbẹ́ kan báyìí. Bí tí ẹ máa continue ni. So She beats me to the extent that her husband will say, tó bá ti yá àwọn tó ní ẹ, màmá wa mú ẹ kúrò lọ́dọ̀ lágbájá. Pé ó kàn máa lu ẹ pa ńjọ́ kan. So one day, I think it was during President Buhari's first election campaign. Yeah, so my dad had joined these politicians then. So he passed through our house and he saw me. So he called my name. Like, that was after 3 years or 4 years. We didn't talk. So when he saw me, he called my name and I ran to him. He was in the bus. Then he asked me to call him. So I did. When I called him, he was like, I love you. Can you call? Fatherly. Though, my dad is more caring than my mom. Daddy me like Omogon. Daddy me like Omogon. Like, he's going to go to the very extreme for his children. It's just the wife. Like, he has issue with my mom. A very serious issue. I don't know what happened. So when I called him, he started doing petty, and we were like, this lady I'm suffering now. So one day he invited me to his place. Then he was in Kwara as well, in his own hometown. So he invited me to his place, and he got me a lot of things. I was very happy. So then he got me a phone as well. We started communicating. Whenever I need something, I call him. Because my mother does not care. Me, that when I was in primary school with both of them, I was going to, after I finished eating my breakfast, I'll go to school with 200 naira. Then I went back to village to start collecting 15 naira without breakfast. So I'll just get 2 biscuits, 1 pure water. That's what I'm going to eat till 3 o'clock when I come back in the afternoon.
Oh.
So I'm so used to it. So when my daddy started petting me, then I thought of, okay, maybe I should go to him. So that night when my aunt beat me, I decided to run away the next minute. Like, that was my dad used to beat too. Like, I used to give it to him, but that woman showed me that daddy Lulu wan be kon ti jegba. So mo sacro lọ́dọ̀ títí wọn náà. Mo wá padà sọ́dọ̀ daddy mi. My dad, when I got to my dad, mo pé mo sá kúrò nílé. So ó ti ń wá mi nílé, like 3 days later ni wọ́n ṣe wá pé daddy mi pé ṣé mo wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ wọn. Daddy mi ni mo wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn ni. Ṣé ọmọ bí ṣé mo ro ẹjọ́ nígbà tí mo débẹ̀ wọ́n ní no. Then they told him that ó sá kúrò nílé ni o kíníkan. Tó ṣe dá mi padà. Daddy mi wá dá mi padà ń pé no. Tó bá fẹ́ wá, ó máa sọ fún wọn pé ó gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ ló máa fi wá sí ibi báyìí. So mo ṣá padà sílé, and it was about that period that my mommy was planning to get married to another man.
Okay.
So when I got home a day to our wedding. Yeah, so I told her, mommy, Osha bumi gbogbo, they scolded me, you're not supposed to do that. Ṣé kò tó ṣe dáa dúwẹ̀ ó tọ́lé ó ṣe kíríkọ. So mo ṣá gbàgbé, but mo yarí pé mi ò ní ever lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ woman yẹn mọ́, pé mi ò gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. So mo ṣá dúró sí family house wa. Ìgbà tó mo wá sọ fún mi pé ṣé ẹ ní fún mi ní aṣọ wedding yìí ni. She said ṣe bó ṣe dé lọ́dọ̀ bàbá ẹ ni mo wó wá kí n taṣọ fún ẹ, mo ń taṣọ ni. Then I should be around 12, 13. I think then I was in SS1, so I should be 13, 14 max. So she said ṣe bó ṣe dé látọ̀dọ̀ bàbá ẹ ni ó ti fẹ́ lówó, mo wó wá mo ń ta aṣọ ni, mi ì pín aṣọ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́. So èmi náà wá yarí pé ẹ lè fún mi láṣọ, tẹ́ bá ti lè fún mi láṣọ, ẹ di aṣọ yín mú. Mi ò raṣọ. So I did not get the clothes. But it really hurt me, like, how is she going to request money from me? Well,
She didn't give you eventually.
she didn't.
Did you attend the wedding?
Yes, I did. But I just went to, like,
Was the
let me
clothes
just go.
very expensive?
It was not even up to, I think it was around 3,000 or so. For 6
Ankara?
yards, yeah.
And she couldn't give you one?
She did not.
Okay.
So then, after the wedding and everything, I was in with my grandma because I refused to go to that woman. So I was in family house. Oshawambe. So something came up again. I can't remember very well, but I know that was when I called my dad that I'm not staying with my mom again, that I want to come to him. I want to cook up me so much like baby by she be all she be all shaking it con. I more like let me shall come to your place. So when I got to my daddy's place, everything was fine. We were living good until one day he called me in. We have separate rooms actually. My half sister and I sleep in a room. He has his own bedroom where he stays. So he called me one night and he gave me powder that I should rub on his back. I should rub the powder on his back. Then I did. Okojusimi, onike rub powder, mo rub it. Then he removed his trouser. Mo bẹ̀rù wọn gan o. Like, if my daddy is sitting, mo lè má lè sọ wọn pé mo fẹ́ lọ tọ̀. Màmá mú mọ́ra títí tó máa fi dìde. Mo bẹ̀rù wọn gan. So then when he gave me the powder, like when he asked me to, I just did. So he went on and on. I'll massage his manhood for him.
Your dad?
Yeah. I'll massage his manhood until one morning I was getting ready for school because he has already registered me in a school. So I was getting ready for school. Then he called me that, Omo, Oyawa. I was like, okay, we are asleep. I obeyed. Then he came on top of me. Then I don't know what they call release. Should I come in or whatever? I don't know what. Then he was asking me. I don't know the correct. I don't know the correct. I don't know if it said shaking. I think it said shaking release. I was like, I just said yes because I don't know what it means. Then he stood up. I got ready for school and I went to school. Me ori as anything because I'm used to it.
How old were you then?
I was around. I should be around 14 years because I was already in SS2.
That was
14, 15 years.
First time doing it with you?
With my dad?
Yes.
Yes. But with other people, no. So I was used to it. I don't even see it as anything. Me, because I'm used to it. So it was not like jewelry actually, like anything, chain, whatever. It just wants you to be on stud. You cannot wear chain, you cannot wear bead. Even wristwatch, it has to be leather, not chain.
Why?
I don't know. So on my mommy's wedding, I got a chain. So I hid the chain in my school bag. So I think he wanted to repair the bag. Then he was bringing out the stuffs inside. Then he saw the chain. I was making my hair. Then he came outside. Oh yeah, why me buy? So we will buy to it. Oh yeah, but to a person, no meaning. What did I do? Have I know what that I don't ever want to see chain. You know I don't like chain. I don't ever want to see you with chain. Oh no, me join. Tinu she beat me. Why will you beat me? You that me and you were having something. You will now beat me.
Wow.
So, Timoshe binu loba our sister me near. Then I told her that, do you know my daddy used to do so and so with me? She said, who? No. Does he do that with you? She said no. She now said I should tell grandpa. So I went to grandpa. Grandpa was like, am I just saying the truth? I said yes. So he said he's going to take me to hospital the next morning. But I know I've told grandpa. Grandpa will ask him. Ó tún lè lead sí another ẹgbà. Tí mo tún ṣe gbé ẹrù mi báyìí lọ́rin yá. Tí mo tún ṣe sá kúrò lọ́dọ̀ wọn nìyẹn. So I used to massage his manhood almost every night before he goes to bed. Yes, he will call me. So at times Me, I'm even used to it. So even if he did not call me, before I go to bed, I'll ask him, should I come? Then he'll be like, oh yeah, my boy, he will just give me the powder and I'll do whatever I want to do. But it was just that morning that I penetrated. And it was the reason, okay, I would have said maybe it was just once because it was few days after that day that he beat me. So I left his place.
What
So
about his wife, your
he does
stepmom?
not have a wife.
Oh, okay. Was only the two of you living together?
Yeah, with that my half sister and then our grandpa.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We are living in a family house.
Okay.
My grandpa's house. So my grandpa is there, and his sister.
Okay.
So I called my mom that my dad did so and so to me. She didn't believe it.
So that was after you left the place?
Before I left.
Before you left, okay.
But I left that very day as well. I called her before I took my leave that I'm coming back to your place. So this is what my dad is doing to me. Then she was like, Kilo de she want to call you to see better, to see shaking the call. This is. So I think her sisters, she spoke to her sisters about it. Then her sister told her to ask me to come back. So when I got there, they started querying me. You are lying, you are this. Then I told her that my dad has a birthmark very close to his scrotum. It was until then that she knew I was speaking the truth. So I started staying with grandma since then, and grandma's place was very good. Like, there was no issue, there was nothing like
molested. You told her that and she believed you.
Yeah.
So what did she do?
I don't know, maybe she called my dad, but she didn't do anything.
She didn't fight it?
She did not even bother to take me to the hospital to see if I'm affected or anything.
Okay.
So I started staying with grandma since then, and grandma's place was very okay. But one thing that just baffles me a lot is that whenever I told somebody that I'm the only child of my mother, like oh my yo, stuff like that, people used to believe that petty. But I know it is not even close to.
Far from it.
It is not close to at all. So when I finished my secondary school, I told my mom, Mommy, okay, before I finished secondary school, I was asked to learn computer stuffs like that because school. My mom did not pay. So the owner of the center asked me to stop coming. I think I was asked to pay maybe 4,000 or 5,000 naira that year. And she had gold. She has gold sets. Then she cannot even buy me clothes. Like mama bata to ti je tese me mama kolenle ti ba. And whenever my mom comes home for any event like this, she's always stunning. My mom is very beautiful. She looks like Auntie Adoni Ade. Like, she's very beautiful, very, very beautiful. But the stress and everything she saw at my dad's place. Because when I saw her old picture, I said, this is not you. So, whenever I ask her for something she does not give me, she will tell me, mi oni can koshe ola wole ngon me. So igba ti mo parí secondary school, she called me that o ma wá ṣiṣẹ́ lÉkòó tí bá ti sanwó school ìwọ ló máa ra aṣọ tó máa wọ̀ nínú school fúnra ara ẹ̀. I said okay, then I came to Lagos. I started working, and that was how my independent life started. I don't know how to ask for anything. Like, nobody gives me anything as at 16.
Your mom that has only you said that to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣiṣẹ́, tí bá ṣiṣẹ́ máa ní kí n kó salary wá, èmi náà wá yáwó, mi ní kówó mi kalẹ̀. I buy anything I want with. The day I get paid is the day I was spending the money, because I was not taught how to save. So anything I'm buying, maybe I want to buy clothes. Ṣe bá ṣọlẹ́ ní kí n wá rà, màá ra aṣọ. So tí bá ti gba salary mo ń lọ ilé aláṣọ, màá lọ raṣọ, màá ra bàtà, stuff like that. And my boss was a very good man. So my boss was a very good woman. She treated me like her own daughter. Like, but later mo ṣá padà kúrò ní ibi iṣẹ́ yẹn, mo wá lọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní ilé olóúnjẹ. Ilé olóúnjẹ tí mo ti ń ṣiṣẹ́, mọ́mì mi ló bá mi wá. She was the one that told me that, okay, I have somebody that needs someone that will be helping her. The person sells food, so I'll go there, wash plates, fetch water, assist the woman. She'll pay me 500 naira daily. So then she did not. When I came to Lagos, she did not allow me to stay with her. She said I cannot live with her because she's already married with another man. So I was staying in Pelewura. That there's a market called Pelewura in Lagos Island. So there was one of our uncle's wife that stays there. So Mama soon, Pelewuma and her daughter as well. We were 3 in that shop, but we use it as room. That's where we stay. Come in the morning, goes in the night. Whenever her husband is around, she'll ask me not to enter. Or if I'm inside and her husband comes, she'll just chase me out. Jadi, come today. Can you come? So it gets to me really hard. Like, I started eating her as well. Like, okay, you don't want to see me, then I don't want to see you too. So it went on and for like 2 years like that, I was working in Lagos before I got admission to the Kwara State College of Education. So when I got admission, a few weeks after I got admission, I got pregnant. Yeah, then I was 18.
You were dating someone?
Yes, when I met the person while I was at that place where they sell food.
Oh, okay.
That was where I met him, and he would come assist me in washing and all that. So those things, they were things that I have never experienced before. Nobody loved me now. Me, I'm just in this life alone. No, I don't know what love is. No parental love, nothing. So, when I got pregnant, my mom said, "Oh, my shemuni mineshe, muyari."
At 18?
Yeah. I told her I was I don't listen to her. She cannot tell me sit and sit. And it's still there till now. I don't listen to anybody. Like, I'm rude and I have egos. And I think it was because I have this thinking that it was because my mom was calm. That's why my daddy bullied her. So I said I'm not going to be calm. Like, yeah. So when I got pregnant, my mom said I'm going to abort. I said never, I'm never going to abort. She took me to a place but so when I got come, he went there, and another thing she did was she told my husband said I wasn't there, but what he told me was that the day he went there, they asked my mom báwo ni a ṣe máa ṣe ètò ṣe kakun kan wá bí ìyàwó, and she replied them that mi ò tí ṣetán láti fọmọ mi fọ́kọ. And since then, ogun yẹn kúrò lórí tàwọn relative mi wá di tilé ọkọ at 18. My sister, I don't have mother-in-law. I have father-in-law and a sister-in-law. A very, should I say wicked? A very wicked one. I know she's going to say this. So, I've knew her before I know her, because I see her in my dreams severally. But I don't know this person that is always coming to fight with me. Then I asked my husband, that's Ìyálágbájá tẹ́ máa sọ ẹ báwo ló ṣe rí ná? Ó ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, mo sọ fún pé I'm always having this dream. He was like, okay, can you describe tẹ́ni tí mo rí? Ṣe rí phone. I did, and he said she is the one. battle to woman battle. Like, she said, I am never going to marry her brother, and the brother said, no, you're to woman felele. It was very serious. So a very like orí mi báyìí ó máa dàbí gbà pé wọ́n di ẹrù lé mi lọ́rùn ẹ mọ̀ tí wọ́n bá gbé kan sórí tí ọ̀run máa wọ̀ mí báyìí tí bá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ronú. Like, nowadays I tend to forget things easily because when I had my first son, my husband was not aware that I bedwet. He was not aware because throughout the period when he used to come to school, kò kí ń wá, ìtàn yẹn ò ní wá o. Ìgbà tí mo wá bímọ tí mo gbé ọmọ lọ sọ́dọ̀ àǹtí ẹ̀ yẹn, since then she has been noticing because it comes almost every day bí wọn pé kìnìún náà fẹ́ fi mí ṣẹ̀sìn ló ṣe rí jọ yẹn ó máa wá gbogbo ìgbà tí mo wà lọ́dọ̀ almost every day èmi àti wọn dẹ̀ jọ ń sùn sórí bed. So she will not be like, ṣé pampers ọmọ yìí náà ló wá rìn tó báyìí ni. Not until one day we went to for Eid in their hometown. So she woke up at the middle of the night. She saw the urine is so worse that tí wọ́n bá jí mi kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ mi ní dìde inú ẹ̀ ni mo máa sùn sí. Like, mo máa sùn lọ. At first I thought, okay, maybe it's because I sleep too much, but there are people that sleep that have very deep sleep and still they don't bedwet. So what is the issue with me?
It's still like that thing now.
Yeah. So she woke me up that night and asked me to clean up before people wakes up. Me, I was even like, this person, imagine your coffee, come in your mom. Since then, she told her dad, she told every other relative that this is what is going on with this person. No. Then she called my husband. But mi ti kúrò níbẹ̀, mo ti padà sí ọ̀dọ̀ títí tiwa. So ilé ni mo wà tọkọ mi fi pè mí pé so èèyàn kan sọ nǹkan bye fún mi. I said yes. He said kí ló dé tó sọ fún mi tó ṣe jẹ́ pé ẹnu tiwọn ni mo ti ń gbọ́. Mo reply pé ṣé nǹkan ìdùnnú ni tí mo máa pè ẹjọ́ kan pé bye like I was too ashamed to tell you. He was like, okay, it is fine, we'll fight it through. And he has been very kind to me. Like, ó máa bá mi fọ aṣọ tọ̀ mi. Tí bá tọ̀ máa sọ fún mi pé yá ìwọ ló máa wẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ. I'll wash the clothes before people wakes up and all that.
God bless him.
So so we went like that. We were living. I had my second child. Auntie ẹ̀yẹn ṣì yarí pé ò ní fẹ́ ọmọ yìí, like ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ní mi lára. She will call my mom and curse my mom. She said àti ṣògùn sí àbúrò àwọn ogun tẹ́ ṣe àbúrò mi ló mú kò mú èmi kíníkan. Then my husband told me one day that we were having a random conversation. Then it was like, I know if truly you charmed me, by now you would have gone crazy because I know my sister. She is going to any extent to make us go apart. If person won't believe me, it is God. Because if it is charm, ó ti máa bàjẹ́. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ẹni yẹn ń ṣe. I was like, thank God, you know it is God. So when I had my second child, my mom said I cannot stay with her. Okay, when I had my first child, tí mo parí school, I came back to Lagos. Then I was staying with my mom because my husband did not have his own accommodation. He was also staying with his sister.
No.
They were living together. So when I started staying with my mom, same thing happened between my stepdad and I again. But I don't know how to react when people come, like when people molest me. I don't know how to react. Maybe like scream or do anything. I just stay there and allow the person. Yeah. I'll just like, I'm supposed to struggle there. I just feel like, okay, this person has come again. Let me just allow him and then like that is just, I don't know how to react. Like, no, don't touch me. Don't do this. No, I don't know how to do it. So when the thing happened between my stepdad and I I didn't say anything to anybody.
Your stepdad also slept with you?
Yeah. So I didn't say anything to anybody. But nínú ìṣesí tí mo fi ń hùwà sí ẹni yẹn, my mom noticed. Then she asked me that kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó ń hùwà báyẹn sí daddy. Mo ní kò sí nǹkankan. She left me that day. Same thing continued the next day, like for weeks. Then she sat me down and she was like, kí ló ṣe fún ẹ? Mo sọ pé ó bá mi sùn. She was like, ó ṣe kí ni? Ọmọ ó tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kíní kan eléyìí náà tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sùn. Kí ló dé? Ṣé wọ́n nìkan ni? Me, I was not even like her shout did not even freak me. I just sat and I was looking at her like this. So when her husband came, they had issues and he begged me, it's late now. So he begged me that I should not be upset, stuff like that. But that made me started feeling like, so I called one cleric like that, one alpha. So the alpha told me that money ẹran ìfẹ́, like I don't know, but yeah, the way I'm created, and I noticed something that like if I'm in a room with a man alone, you will or definitely want to have sex with me.
It's normal between a man and a woman.
So like that was what the man told me.
It's just us women that needs to be careful. Men needs to be careful. So you watch the people that you are around. If you leave a man and a woman in a place for too long, there is tendency, even when they don't like themselves at all, so there is tendency that something will happen between them. So that's why parents should be careful where they leave their female children, even their male children. Watch it. A lot of husbands, a lot of fathers will not do that a lot, but there are still few that will do that. So you need to know the kind of person that you are married to, or the kind of person that you are around that you want to leave your children with. And then you need to be able to talk to your children, talk to them, ask them questions, let them be able to talk to you. And if they talk to you, find out if it's really true. Don't think they are lying. So I don't think he's because there was chances for him to do that. He had the chance and he did it.
So then I was like, is it truly me? Then I called that man and he said, and me, I'm stingy, no. I cannot give her my money. Because like I'm working to get to them, and how much am I even getting? The highest I've ever been paying in my life is 35,000, even up till now. But now I'm not even working for anybody. I'm now doing jack of all trade. I do dispatch, I sell stuffs online. Like if I see anybody that wants to get anything, I'll ask them to pay, because I stay on the island, so it's easy for me to go to the market to buy.
So you run errands. Okay.
Like I teach as well. But that teaching part is what baffles me a lot, because my first son, where he is, they're not taking good care of him at all. He does not know anything. And I am so confident in myself that I don't want to know how dull a child is. I'll take the boy, or I'll take the child, or the mamo. So it's now as if Atupati Ovidiare. I've taught him before, but he's staying with my sister-in-law. And she's a very troublesome person.
Okay, so what happened? Okay, I think you diverted from your story.
Yeah.
Or something. So what happened? Why are your children not with you? Are you not still with their father? What happened?
Right now we are at the verge of going our separate ways. We haven't make it official, but we don't really talk like before again, because it's like all through last year we did not communicate. We kept with it, like we had malice for that year. So I think January this year we came back together again, and since then it has been on and off, back and forth, Like, oh, girl, no, oh, shaking ah. There are days he will call me, he will cry. Please, oh, the check out what do you want me to do? Like, because to me, I think I'm trying my possible best, but I think my best is not just enough for him.
What are the issues?
The issues is mainly like things he has always been. First, the main issue is that we do not have our own accommodation. He sleeps in his shop. I stay with my mom.
Oh, okay.
So, accommodation is the main issue. Even the reason why our son is not with us, though the boy has been with the woman since it was about 2, and is going to clock 8 by this month, on the 16th of this month.
You left him?
Yeah, I did not. She collected him from me. In fact, with fights.
Why?
She said what she thought was that maybe if the boy is with him, we would go our separate ways then, before I had my second child. So when I had the second child, I was like, Osuloyun. Ìgbà yẹn mo lọ gbé pẹ̀lú wọn. Mo máa fọṣọ di 3 òru. I wash my clothes, my husband's clothes, 2 kids' clothes, our own and our 2 children's clothes. She has washing machine. She will tell me that washing machine máa ń jẹ́ káṣọ ṣá ọwọ́ ní kò fi fọ̀. Màá wá fọṣọ láti tí bá ti dé láti ibi iṣẹ́ mo ti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀, because then I was teaching. So I come back sometimes 5. Ìjọ́ tí bá pẹ́ dé, it is war. She ò ní dáná ni. And she has one thing. She has kids as well. Though. Our first child and I were classmates in primary school, but we were not friends. But I just know this person is in my class. So when her daughter is at home, I am at home. She has house help. She has another girl. If I'm in the toilet washing and the other girls are in the kitchen, she will tell me that she come and down off when. She knows I'm washing. It's not as if I'm not doing anything. So I have to leave what I'm doing, join them in the kitchen. When they are done, then I will go back. Like, she really made life unbearable for me. Until when I was like, okay. Until one day, I went to work. I came back. And she just told me, oh yeah, pack your bags and start going to your mommy's place. I went down on my nails and I was like, she, her aunt, that's her mommy's younger sister, and one of her sisters as well. The 3 of them came to meet me in the room. And she said, Mom, èyí tó yẹ kí yẹ ẹran lára ẹ̀ kò rán, ó fẹ́ fi ẹ́ kọ́ àbúrò mi lọ́rùn padà. Kò kọ́ èrò nísìnyí kò máa kó lọ. Ibo ni mo fẹ́ lọ? Mọ́mì mi ò ní gbà. Nǹkan máa ṣe mí o. Mo ṣáà kọ́kọ́ jókòó sínú ilé mo sunkún. Because I know going to my mommy's place is the least thing she will send me back. So, tí mo ṣe wọnú toilet lọ́jọ́ yìí tí mo gbé Aiza àti Ipo. Ìpè òkè ó dẹ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn tí mo ti lò tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹn kò conk. So maybe I should just try mixture. So I used Aiza and I mixed it with Ipo. Then I drank it. I went to the room. Then I picked up my phone and called my mom. Hello, mommy. Mo ti bá ti kú. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ mi o. She started crying. Almost sister-in-law me like so the lady came in. I've already vomited everywhere. So the lady ran to her mother's room to tell her that come and see this person. So the mother saw me, and the next thing she said was, tó bá fẹ́ kú ibi báyìí kọ́ ló máa kú sí, wàá lọ sọ́dọ̀ ìyá ẹ̀, ibẹ̀ ló máa lọ, ìyá ẹ̀ tó bí ẹ tí ò tọ́ ẹ. She now said, fún mi ní fún mi bá mi ṣe Uber kí n gbé lọ sí Adékúnlé police station kí yẹ wá pàdé ẹ̀ ńbẹ̀. That statement got to me really hard. And at that moment, I started regretting. I wanted to kill myself. Because, okay, then my husband also came in. When he saw me, he started eating me. Why would you do that? Like, it was eating me seriously. So ó ṣáà tì mí jáde kúrò nínú ilé. Mo wá dúró sí balcony. Ó ṣáà tì mí pé kí n kúrò nínú compound. Then àwọn neighbors wọ́n ti ń jáde by then. So one of their neighbors took me to her own room. And the woman was like, what could have prompted me to?
It's okay.
The woman was like, what could have prompted me to want to do that kind of a thing? Like, kí n sọ̀rọ̀ náà ọmọ jẹ́jẹ́ ní náà kí ló rò tó fi ṣe irú kọ́ báyìí mi lè sọ̀rọ̀. So èrò ṣáà ti pọ̀ mọ́mì mi náà ti dé tí mọ́mì mi ṣe débẹ̀ ó máa change the story ni. Like she started acting like a good person, like kìnìkan ó ṣáà ń ṣe dáadáa. So I could not speak up that the woman has been disturbing me, threatening me in the house. I just said, Muntoli. The woman was like, she now cited an example of somebody in the neighborhood that Shomo Lagwaja by only epilepsy. Kudetori eku. Kilo to affect parai. So that was the day I realized that suicide is not something I would ever think of, because that moment I knew if I die, my kids are going to suffer. Nobody, like, it was so glaring that nobody likes me. My mom, my dad, even the family I got married to. So, after the on and off, I decided the woman insisted I should just go to my mommy's place. So when I was packing my stores, she came inside and counted money because she's doing well. She's okay. She gave me the money and I was like, no, my mom now eyed me that I should collect the money. Then I collected it. When we got downstairs, she now said, Taluma sowo moto buy.
Eh?
Yes. She said, she has given you money. Let's order Uber. So you pay for the Uber. And I did it. And I paid when we got home. She did not even ask me that. What prompted? Like, I think we were supposed to discuss what happened. Up till dates, we didn't have the discussion. Like, I was just there. And that thing I took affected my taste bond. For like 2 weeks, anything I take is salty. If I drink water, it's salty. So I didn't go to the hospital. I was just there. So now the thing is just that everything that happened then and now really affected the way I relate to people. I don't know how to relate to people. Like, I'm always insecure. I'm always suspecting people. Like, I don't trust anybody. Even when I am with somebody that I know, oh, this person really likes me. At the end of the day, the person will get, because you say sometimes, you go, like anything you say, like I'm saying it like you are lying. So at the end of the day, the person will be like, oh, I can't cope, let me just leave this girl alone. So that is like, I'm just lonely, I'm alone. Like, I don't know how to relate with people. I don't know how to express myself as well. Like when I'm going through something and somebody is asking me, sometimes ago I watched this show. I used to watch it actually, but when I watched this Ayomide's lady's interview that day, I cried and I almost passed out. Like, I cried so hard.
Ayomide.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like episode 50 or so. No. 50, maybe 55, 50. I was like, Ayomide. Okay.
So when I watched interview, I was like, so I'm not alone. A lot of people are going through shit in this world. Okay, so since then I was like, okay, I will come up on this show. And it's also gave me the courage to go to the hospital.
Okay.
Because ever since this urine issue has been coming, in fact, the day I tried to go to the hospital, I told the doctor I used to sleep too much. And she told me, my dear, enjoy it. A time is coming where you will not be able to sleep. Like, you will look for sleep, you will not see. I couldn't tell her that I bedwet. I just told her, okay, I sleep too much. Is there anything she can give me that I won't fall so deep asleep. But after I watched the show, I was like, okay, this is somebody's coming out to talk. So let me just. Then I emphasized on the issue of the woman that also told me about a man that has epilepsy. Like, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. When you tell people what's wrong with you, then that is the only time you'll get help. So I decided to go to a primary health care center in my place one day. And luckily for me, I met a female doctor. So I told her that I bedwet. She was like, since when? I said, since I was a child. Then she asked me if I have ever been molested before. I said, yes. She said, oh, they will not be able to attend to me yet. She gave me a referral to the Lagos State General Hospital, the one close to Island Maternity. So I went there, and the matron there told me there's no doctor available for me, that I should come back by September. So I went there this September. I was still told there's no doctor available, that I should still come back. So I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody that can just, I don't know if there's any way of getting help, because I've never gone through medical before. I've always been going through spiritual, going to church, mosque, afa, gbààwẹ̀ bíríbírí, àwẹ̀ ọjọ́ méje, ọjọ́, and there's no changes. So I decided, and I think everything I took in the process of trying to commit suicide is now affecting me, because there was a time I did the test, and like I was having something, maybe like a problem with my kidney or something like that. My parents are not aware. None of my parents are. So,
Your dad is still alive.
yes, he's still alive.
What's the relationship with your dad now?
We started talking few weeks. He called me on my birthday, and he prayed for me after 12 years. Because since the issue happened, I'm not, maybe he does not have the courage to call me. So when he called me on my birthday, I started calling him back, because I think there was one of your show that I watched as well. Like, you were speaking to somebody, and you were like, okay, when the person forgive, you have inner peace. So I decided to just let him go with him. Like, maybe I should just try and forgive him for what he did to me. And I started communicating with him. He used to call me gradually, until, so it was then that I told him that so thing has happened between I and this person.
His friend.
Yeah, I told him about it, and he was like, why did I not tell him? I said, you were not my friend. We were not close. You did not even give me the opportunity or the chance to be close to you, not to talk of talking, saying that kind of a thing to you, because I know that day you might just beat me to death. So let me just avoid the cane and keep it to myself. Then he apologized to me that he said the reason why what happened between us happened was because my mom charmed him into loving her. It does not make sense to me. He said, whenever that ogun tí mummy mi ṣe sáwọn yẹn, táwọn bá ti rí èmi, mi máa ń dàbí mummy mi lójú àwọn. That was why he did what he did. I just said, okay, mo ti go. But it makes no sense to me. Like, how do you expect me to, what kind of a silly excuse is that? But I just took it in, we talk. I'm not used to him though. I might not call him for 6 months. I don't care. I don't care about hearing anybody's voice. Even my mom, I hardly call her. We hardly communicate, despite the fact that we stay together. She doesn't know if I'm going through anything.
You still stay with her?
Yeah, I stay with her.
Now?
Yes.
What about your children?
2 of my kids are with me. One is with my sister-in-law. Yeah. And she forcefully took the child from me then. And since then, she will tell me, Tibanshba Iwati ọkọ ìṣeré ọwọ́ lókun wọn bí kankan nu yín tó lè gbọmọ yìí lọ́wọ́ mi. She used to make that statement several times. But she's not like, she's doing well. All she does is just feed the boy and clothe the boy. Is so dull academically, and it was not like that before. Because when we were together, he's doing very well. Like, the least is going to get his 3rd position in his class. Now, it does not even, it cannot even read.
What about your husband?
It's fine. We don't really talk like before again. Like the issue of you don't listen to me, like they just want me to be there. And like I said earlier, everything that happened really affected me. That I don't know how to be submissive.
Do you, I think you should, I know it's difficult. I am going to have to say this. Number one thing that I think you need now at first is we need to introduce you to a therapist. You need therapy. You need to unlearn. You need to be psychologically okay, mentally okay, stable, to be able to get the past off you and know who you are exactly, that your past does not define you. Do you understand? So I think that should come in first. And again, the man who stood by you despite all odds, that feel, oh, regardless of what everybody's saying, oh, the wife is bedwetting, till you have the first child, second child, third child with him, and he stays with you. I don't think you should leave him because of the attitude. But I know that with therapy, with counseling, you need to get yourself first. You are not, I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your emotions, I can see how you're talking, everything about you. I know a lot is not right, okay, but you need to put yourself together first. Get yourself mentally. That has to be done first. Then aside that, you will not, because even like this, you can't train your children well. You can't. It's written all over you. When you sent your message, you were crying so hard. You are everything. So I know you're trying to. I can feel you. I can see you. I can feel what you're going through now. So please, I need you to put yourself together. Now, I'll ask you, where do you think you have made mistakes, and you would like to correct yourself first?
The only thing I would say I made mistake with is with my husband.
Good.
And it's not intention, like I'm just being me, like everything I'm doing, but he's always nagging and complaining over it, like you can't be this, you can't be that, I cannot be angry and you'll be angry at the same time. But I just find it so difficult to comport myself, like I said earlier, like I refuse to be calm, and it's really getting to me. Like I don't know how to be patient with him. We are always shouting at the same time. And we are going our separate way because, okay, I'm like, okay, now, since this is what is going on, okay, let's just go out, because my children cannot sit and watch us shout at each other. Like, that was what broke me. It is not going to happen again, because sometimes I used to feel I wish my parents divorced earlier. So maybe if even they've gone their separate ways while I was still very young, I wouldn't experience all those things, and now I will not be here saying, "Oh, I cannot be submissive to a man."
Okay. Personally, what has life taught you?
First of all, one thing I believe is that as human or as parents, that you have kids, you don't just act. You think twice, because you should know that that thing is definitely going to come back. Because I used to feel like everything I'm going through is as a result of my father's action. Like, what he's doing to other people is what I'm getting back. So Like, I'm never, like, no matter what, I will never hurt somebody. Like, mi ò ní ṣèkà fún yàn. Torí mo mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ mi máa jẹ. So that, and negligence as well. My mom was negligent because the day I was disflowered, she saw my pants. But she asked me, Kilele, I just said, mi ò mọ̀, and she just took it like that.
That you were deflowered by your father's friend.
Yes, she saw my pants. I wore a white pants, like I could remember very well. She was washing, so she saw blood stain on the pants. Then she called me like, Omo, oya wan bi bai. Kilele ni ojú pint e, mo say kia, kilele mi ò mọ̀. Mo ní bóyá mo rò dí sí. I just said, bóyá àgbẹ̀, àbí mo yàgbẹ́ mi tamba dada. That was the excuse I gave her, and she just took it like that. And then that's basically like, because I'm not doing well in training my child. I don't even know how to go about taking good care of them. I think I'm being too protective. I don't want them to play with anybody. Like when they are with men, or I'm always like, you get, and then people tend to isolate them like, I don't do it's in here, mama should be kinio, she understand. So that, but karma is real. Karma, whatever you do to somebody's child or somebody, not child, is definitely going to come back to you. And as parents, we should try and be close to our kids no matter what, because gbogbo ìyà tí mo jẹ yìí nísìnyí ìyà iṣẹ́ àìmọ̀dí ni. So gbogbo ìyà tí mo jẹ yìí nísìnyí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ àìmọ̀dí ni. I didn't introduce them to each other, and I just have to suffer all of this because of their silly mistakes. So parents should just, no matter what, our kids should be our first priority, like, and not involving children in what is going on between the relationship, or maybe if the thing is not going well. You guys, like, I just feel like we should settle it like adults and just keep the children away from it, because maybe if they had not involved me, there was a day I had there was this sweet eclairs or something. This sweet ass sticker. So because I know my daddy does not want to see the sticker on me, my friends were putting the sticker on their skin. So I put mine here because I was trying to hide it. I wanted to put it on, but I don't want my daddy to see it. Foolish me, I've forgotten that I don't wear clothes whenever I want to sleep. I'm always on pants. So when my daddy woke me up to bathe for me in the morning, he saw the sticker. And he was like, hi, we want to see your tattoo CD. Oti le sticker CD, so to ba dagba, wa ma ya tattoo, wa ma ṣiṣẹ́ aṣẹ́wó bí ìyẹ́. He beats me and he beats my mom that day. Ọjọ́ ọ̀nà àwa méjèèjì pé sórí òṣì tó ń ṣe ìwọ ló ń kọ́ ọmọ. Kíní kan, like, that's basically, like, that is what life has taught me.
I'm sure he has covered it, but is there any particular lesson you want girls out there to learn from your story? I'm sure
despite everything I went through, I still find it difficult to throw myself to men. There was a time, around the last year when my husband and I had issue, there were days like all through that year I did not have sex with any other person. I hold on to myself. But there was a day I was tempted, like, what is this thing you are hiding? So you are still here pampering yourself like, if not you. But then I thought about it again that no, that was in the past. So I held on to myself. I did not do it. So I didn't do it. So no matter what, like, I'm also fighting it seriously. Like, I'm here to get over it. But I didn't let it made me do stupid things I don't want to do.
Right now, what do you want to do? What will change the game for you? And then you are really bothered about the bedwetting thing. I think it's a medical condition and it can be taken care of, you know. So seeing the right doctors, I'm sure doctors in the house, medical practitioners, they're going to help us out on this. We'll probably get the right hospitals for you to go. I know it will be sorted out very soon by God's grace. I know it has brought you shame, reproach. You are really hurt about that. But I promise you by God's grace that solution will come. If you don't speak out, it took you so long to say it out. And because you've been hiding it, you've been having the wrong solution. I know there is a solution to bedwetting traditionally, holistically, holistic medication, how do they call it, then western medication to it. It's just because you refuse to speak out, you have not been talking about it, so you, in the course of trying to hide it, and that's why it took so long. But now by God's grace, solution has come. But in all, what do you want for yourself?
I want to be united with my children. Like, I really want to be with my kids, if possible with my husband, because I really love him.
Are you sorry for whatever thing you think you have done to him? Are you sorry for whatever you have done from your end?
I'm sincerely sorry.
So, her dear husband, we don't want to mention your name because we don't want to reveal so much of our identity to outsiders. You know yourself. You know your husband. Please forgive your wife. Whatever she might have done, we acknowledge that you have been very good to her. You have treated her well. You stood by her. You did everything humanly possible. But I also hope that she will understand where she was coming from. The story has never been sweet. The story has never been nice. If she had seen a counselor, if she had seen a therapist, maybe she would have been better. But I promise you, that's the first thing we're doing. We'll make sure that she's getting help. Please, with that, if coming together with you will make all the difference, please, we are begging. For me, all the talk to be lovers, the whole world at large, we want you to please forgive her. Have your wife back. Have your kids back. There will be better life. Better life has come. It has started by God's grace. Things are going to get better. She's sorry. She is sincerely sorry, and we apologize on her behalf. God bless you for all that you have done. God bless you for all that you will do. God will continue to bless you. We love and we appreciate your efforts. Thank you. And what else, ma'am?
It's just the accommodation issue. He has really tried, though.
The accommodation.
Yeah, we don't have our own accommodation, and that is what is making us be apart.
Does he have what is he doing? Does he have a job?
He sows,
that even if you get an accommodation, will he be able to maintain it?
Yes, he sows and is very good at it.
Okay.
But only thing you bury in your bala Kenya.
All right. Don't worry. By God's grace, help will come. Help has come. All right. We just need you to be happy for us. I want you to know, Omo, that you are not your past. You are not what you have been through. God is there to hold you by the hands and walk with you. You are never going to be put to shame. Thank God that you are forgiving everybody. Please forgive your mom. You said you are forgiving your dad. It's okay, so that you can free yourself. Some people will say, oh, she needs justice. She needs justice. I don't really go about seeking for justice on this show. What I do is I make sure that my guest is fine. Anybody that comes here, they are better. So whatever they decide to do in the future is okay. If you decide to do it for them, it's okay. I just want her to be fine. That is what I do. Some other agency, some other people can take the justice part if they want to, and that's going to be between my guest and them. But what I do is I get help for my guest to be fine mentally, physically, spiritually. If I can help financially with whatever I can do with my people, that's my own part. You can do your part. You're welcome, depending on what she wants. I'm glad you're forgiving everybody. I'm glad. I think that's a starting point. Then you need to forgive yourself. You are not that woman that everybody has slept with. No, you are not. You were just a victim. And it was a phase. That phase has passed. At the end of the day, you got married to a good man, a nice man who stood by you. He might not be okay financially now, but he's going to get better, and your kids are going to be fine. You're going to have your kids. Whatever you want, more than you desire, God will do for you. But I need you to stop crying. I need you to concentrate on getting better, doing better. Do you understand me? Please, I love you. We all love you. Can I please hug you? You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. It's just a matter of time. We have a wonderful family here, and we will let you go. Okay?
Thank you.
Omo, thank you for speaking out. Thank you for speaking up. I tell you, for everything that we need to do, we're going to do our best. I know my people, they're going to support you to get a better life. I just want you to concentrate on yourself, make yourself happy. Do you get what I'm saying? If it takes us getting to call your husband for reconciliation, if it takes us getting the apartment for you two, having your kids together, whatever we're going to do to give you a better life, to make you feel better, to feel loved. See, it's even if your parent doesn't love you, God loves you. God loves you. These people, this family of Talk to Be will love you, and will never leave you alone. We will never abandon you. Okay? You have a family in us. I just want you to trust the process, that is going to be better. Okay? I love you so much. Please take care of yourself for us. Okay? Your therapist is going to call you. You're going to start talking from today. And by the time that this interview will be out, you would have been fine. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much. This is a small gift to say thank you
Ma.
for coming on the show. And this is a cash gift for your transportation. Please have it. It's okay.
Thank you very much.
It's okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mom.
It's okay.
Very grateful.
You're welcome. Right? You'll be fine. You'll be very fine. Alright? You'll be very fine. We love you, right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Life happens to people. You have no idea what some people are going through, what they've kept inside of them for so long. But with you, myself, with everyone, we can make the world a better place. I would like to state this. Parents, please, let's be watchful. Let's be mindful. Our children should not pay for our mistakes. It's your mistakes. You made the choice. You made the wrong choice. Why should your children pay for it? Please, let's watch it. Once there is a mistake already, you have done it, Make your children's life better. Don't put them in more pains, in more agony. You feel they caused it. How? Kí ló dé tẹ́ máa ń yọ oró ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bàbá wọn lára ọmọ àbí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ìyá wọn lára ọmọ? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ now. Let's make the world a better place. Let's be careful. I'm begging you in the name of God. I know we are not perfect, but please, these lives are more important. Imagine if she had died in the course of trying to commit suicide. She tried it till she was not interested in it anymore. Until now, she's still not feeling the love. Kò yẹ kó le tó báyìí. Kò yẹ kó le tó báyìí. I'm begging you, as a parent, please, let's watch it. Thank you for watching. Till I come your way, same time on the same channel next week. Do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first, be determined, and stay focused. My name is Dr. Abiola Adebayo Akinrinde. I love you, and God bless you.
Talk to be, share your experience.